Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, waking up this morning seeing that Hasbro has revealed brand new Marvel Legends for the Ant-Man Quantumania movie stature Build-A-Figure wave. If you're trying to pre-order your Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Now, pre-orders for this wave are going up tomorrow, so they're not up today, and I am very much looking forward to this wave. The Ant-Man figure right here alone looks awesome. We'll take a closer look at that a little bit more later on, but this wave has comic figures and movie figures combined, and I think that is very cool, especially when we have characters that I am not familiar with, like this future Ant-Man right over here. I don't remember seeing this before, but, you know, just a quick little research. It looks like he's from a storyline where a bunch of Ant-Mans get together from different time streams, I guess, and all hang out and have a beer and have a great time and everything. And, you know, this one right here, it has a cool looking head sculpt, cool looking paint apps, but I can't say I'm particularly thrilled about this. I do love the Sunfire body mold, so there's that, but I don't really have an attachment to this particular version of Ant-Man. So this one is probably not one that I'm really excited for, just being honest with you, but I think it looks cool, you know what I mean? So not hating on it, but it's not one that I'm really particularly excited for. Same thing goes for the second figure that we're going to talk about. Trust me, there are some figures here that I will get excited about. But, you know, we got a repainted Ultron over here, which looks like he has the marbling lines in the thighs and on the chest. Or is that part of this design? And I know it wasn't really that long ago since we'd gotten an Ultron figure. I looked it up on eBay, and this guy could sell loose for $20 and upwards to around $40 mint on card. So it's not that hard to get a hold of. But if you're trying to army build still, I've got all the ones that I need. Maybe I'll add an extra one because this looks like it's going to be slightly different, especially that mouth effect piece that he's holding over there, all weird. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's another Ultron if you need it. I don't really need it. So the first two figures we're talking about, not that thrilled about, okay? But when we're getting new characters like Egghead over here, I get very happy. So I don't know much about Egghead, first off, yeah, but I don't mind adding another villain to my Avengers shelf. I have a couple of books where he's been in there, but I'm not terribly familiar with this character, but I don't care. I want him in action figure form. I like having the additional villains to my shelf. I also really like that they've added, and I think they've added the Mr. Knight legs to this figure, because I could see the pinless joints, and it looks like there's a little bit more room for those ankles to move up, which is a huge problem for the previous suited figure with the chameleon body mold. That's always bugged me. I wish they went with the Jimmy Woo arms, because you have the pinless arms, you know, for a jacket with that figure. But, you know, they gave us the older suited arms right over here. But still, I'm happy to have the new character. I can't be bummed out, even though I don't know much about him, you know. Same thing goes with Crossfire over here. Not terribly familiar with Crossfire, but hey, if Hasbro's asking me, you want to add another villain to your villain shelf? I'm going to say, hell yes! I think he's a Hawkeye villain. It totally makes sense to me, but I'm sure he's fought several characters in the past and everything. So, you know, it looks like he even went toe-to-toe with the Fantastic Four. So, having another character makes me happy. I am bummed out they're using the Spider-Man UK body mold again, though. I'm really sick of this body mold. It's not the worst. It is one of the worst, actually. Yeah, so it's not the absolute worst, but it's one of the worst, right? It's not Bucky Cap, but it's still like, oh god, it's probably following Bucky Cap for me as far as like the scale of body molds over here. Why not the Vulcan body mold, right? I would have preferred to see that. We have no butterfly joints over here, so I am complaining about the body mold choice, but you know, if you just want to throw them in there and add them to your shelf, you can. But I would prefer more articulated, more updated figure, you know what I mean? So happy to have the character, but I am bummed out about the body mold choice. All right, let's move on to the movie figures. We have some really cool movie figures over here, starting with Wasp. She looks really good. I love the costume design. I think of, you know, yellow and black with Wasp easily, and yeah, this looks really cool. I liked the last one too, but this is a nice upgrade. I like the touches of blue in there. The head sculpt looks good, you know, so yeah, can't really complain about that. It looks like some parts of the suit was thin with the yellow paint right here on the prototype. Or it could be dirt. I could see it on the shoulder pads too. So I think they actually purposely made her dirty, unless that's thin paint. Looks like dirt, could be thin paint. We'll see once we actually get it in hand. I don't know at the moment. But looking at her all posed and flying over here, it looks like they're using, I can't remember off the top of my head if this is the same exact body mold or not. It could be. I wouldn't be totally surprised if Hasbro did that, because she does have the single jointed elbows. So it's probably the same figures. I should have looked that one up. I did my research on some of the other figures, but not on this one. It may have been the same exact figure. It could be. Yeah, especially like the wings and stuff. Single jointed elbows. Just a different head sculpt on here with the different paint apps. I'll leave an annotation in a moment. And then we have the Ant-Man figure. Back to Ant-Man again. And this looks pretty cool. Now, this looks all new. I don't think this is reused at all. I mean, look at all those different sculpted lines and everything that they have on the chest. So that looks like a new figure. They could have possibly reused the legs and stuff. And we're getting a new Paul Rudd head sculpt. So I love that both of them come with two head sculpts. He's going to come with a pointing finger because he's in charge. And then you can see he's holding his helmet right over there. And yeah, so good looking Paul Rudd head sculpt, you know, better than that weird goofy one from several years ago. I don't know, depending on the movie. I don't really need another one because I like having my Hot Toys Giant Man as my Ant-Man figure in my display. But, so I don't really need the figure a lot, really. I may or I may not keep it, or I may just hoard another Ant-Man because I have at least one version from each movie. So we'll see. We'll see how I feel about it once I get it. And then we have Kang. Holy crap! This figure looks amazing. Oh my god, it looks so freaking good. And what a cool pose. I mean, they really got this figure into some pretty cool poses. Usually I give Hasbro a hard time for the bad posing, but this is dope. Like, this looks really good, man. I can't really complain about this at all. Like, look at that head sculpt. Holy crap, that looks spectacular. Wow, really good looking figure, man. I'm excited for this one. Look at all the intricate details throughout on his suit. I love the design and everything. Jeez, damn, I'm looking for, this is the one I'm looking forward to the most out of the wave. Like, this is the one I'm most pumped for. Holy crap, he looks incredible. And me saying that this is the one I'm most looking forward to really means a lot, because for years I've wanted a Stature figure, and that's the Build-A-Figure that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. We're getting Stature, Cassie Lang right here, and it looks like it's going to be, I mean, when you see it like this, it looks like just a normal-sized figure. Like, you'd have no idea at all, right? Like, just regular female figure, which, by the way, her suit does look really cool. They did get a different actress to play Cassie Lang this time. And so we'll see how the performance goes. I'm looking forward to it. That looks like she's wearing Chuck Taylors. I'm just realizing that right now. It looks like she does have Chuck Taylors on. That's interesting. Is that on purpose or what? I don't know. We'll see. But here is the Build-A-Figure next to the regular sized Ant-Man figure right here. So she's twice the size of Ant-Man, which does look sufficient, I guess. I mean, of course, with characters that could grow, you want them as large as they could possibly get. So, yeah, I'm going to say, oh, I wish it was bigger. Yeah, of course. We all wish we had bigger, right? But I think she looks sufficient in size. And it looks like we have double-jointed elbows on there, pinless joints, a lot of paint on that figure, too. The Chuck Taylors thing just trips me the hell out. That is so funny. Damn, that is hilarious. So I'm excited for this as a Build-A-Figure. I feel like it's going to be a rewarding Build-A-Figure, for me anyway, because I've been wanting a Cassie Lang. Even though it's MCU version, still want an actual 616 Cassie Lang for sure. But I think this one is going to be very cool, and having a large Build-A-Figure like this is just sounds very satisfying. Also, the price point, it looks like they're keeping it at $26. I feel like lately with some of the prices, it's been a little more extreme than that. I mean, $26 is still not cheap by any means. I'm not like super thrilled over the $26 price point, but it's not like that Gamerverse Spider-Man. Like, what the hell? You know, that was like, what, $37? Something ridiculous like that. So per figure. Now, we are getting a bunch of reused figures. We're getting body molds that, you know, should be, you know, kept out of the cycle and everything. So, you know, you have all that stuff to consider, but we're getting a Build-A-Figure here that, to me, looks very, very cool. I'm excited for this wave. I haven't really been this excited for a Build-A-Figure wave from Hasbro for a little while now. So I'm pretty stoked about this. I want to know what you guys think. Which one are you looking forward to the most? I mean, for me, it's that Kang figure #1. I can't wait to see this movie for Kang. Like, all the clips of him, just, oh man, it looks incredible. I'm going to say Cassie, #2. And then I'm probably going to go with the comic characters, and then probably Egghead, and then Crossfire, and then and then probably the Ant-Man or the Wasp, or maybe the updated Wasp figure. I don't know, but #1 for me, Kang. And then at the bottom of the list, it's the Ultron for me. So anyway, I want to know what you guys think, or maybe even the future Ant-Man. Yeah, either the future Ant-Man or the Ultron. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments section below. Stay tuned. I'll have a NECA Toys TMNT action figure review coming up later today. If you like the video, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Woo-hoo! Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.